What's going on live? It's your boy Lyriq here with OLP. Continue with our OLP IG Live interviews. Today is a very, very, very special day. It is April 8th, and our special guest for the night, the one, the only, Mista Jay. We about to get him up in the building now. Shout out to everybody viewing right now. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all been having a good day, good weekend, good week, good month. What's good, homie? I just sent you an invite. All right, just give us a second. We're trying to get our guests up in here. Y'all stay tuned too. Toward the end of the interview, we're gonna have a segment for y'all. Y'all can tap in and ask any questions. It'll be our time. I sent you another one. Again, it's Lyriq here with OOP, doing our IG Live interviews. If y'all are interested in having an interview in the future, y'all tap in with OOP_GSO, and we'll schedule y'all in for an interview, and we'll make it happen. I feel like today's interview is going to be very, very, very interesting. So we'll just see. Still trying to get our guests in here. Send me an invite real quick. Oh, there you go.
All right.
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
All right. Let's shorten this out a little bit.
All right, first question. Can you hear me and see me clearly?
Yeah.
All right, same. Well, yeah. It's your boy Lyriq here with OLP, doing our IG Live interviews. We got our special guest tonight, the one, the only,
Mr. J.
Mista Jay. And for the people who aren't really familiar with you, can you introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about what you do?
Well, Mr. J, NCC, CEO. I'm one-fourth of the Empire. I'm one of the personalities of the Live from Vietnam podcast. I've been doing this music thing for a good while. We've got albums out from our group, The Empire. NCC Records presents The Empire. The Dark Ages, and one for myself. Did a past a year called One Heartbeat Away. Um, I'm in the middle of doing a documentary called The Underground Experience documentary, which is basically based off of a blog I've been doing for over 10 years. It's basically like a 10-year celebration of interviewing artists from Czechoslovakia to here in Carolina. So
Okay, that's dope. Let's start off with that. You said a 10-year journey, basically. led you to starting this journey, and what like really inspired you to continue it for 10 years?
Um, Basically, what I've been doing is, interviewing independent artists, trying to stay tapped in, trying to network with individuals. Um, Basically, because I wanted to keep doing music, keep doing my thing. Basically, keep in touch and keep networking and build a network. And after 10 years of doing this, I saw other people doing movies and things like that. One of the movies I was involved in called Genesis, Savage Genesis. I have a small speaking part in that. Another one I have been in is by Tef. That was by Tef Illuminati. The other one is by Cayenne the Lion King, called The Herb Train. I was, had a little, blinking part basically.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, if you blink, you miss me. Um, and then, seeing a cat like Barry Williams, who's from the city, basically all these cats doing these movies, you know, I said, well, why can't I do that? You know, they're all in North Carolina. They're not in Hollywood. You know, what can I do, and what would be the easiest thing for me to start with? So basically, the easiest thing was doing this documentary, starting off and trying to give a spotlight to a lot of other MCs and artists, um, just the same way I did on the blog. I wanted to kind of spotlight, first in Fayetteville in the 2-6, and then, we did the Underground Experience show, the kind of performance piece out there in Greensboro. Um, so, I just wanted to be able to do that, and now I'm still in the middle of finishing up some more interviews. I've interviewed, a lot of different artists, interviewed J. Cole's mentors, um, and I just want to be able to kind of build this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's dope you just said all that, man. Like, first and foremost, where can people find all these projects and like your social media and all that?
Basically, they can find it on www.empiremusic, spelled musiq.com. That's all the links will be right there. Of course, on my IG, NCC follow the link tree, and it's got all the other, IG, all those other social media links on there. Also links to merch, they can check out and help fund this film.
Okay. So going deeper into all that, like, so you basically said you ain't got to go to New York or to Cali or to Florida, like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You got all these personnel and these talent makers around you in North Carolina. Was there like a middleman and you meeting all these people, or was it just your grind and your work ethic and it got you in these same buildings as these people? Or how did all that come about?
Just basically reaching out on social media, being able to reach out and network with everybody. And like you said, just grinding away, because it was just important for me to try to put all these things together and get all the stories and the backstories of different people on this film. Uh, you know, uh, there's always somebody who wanted to reach out, and somebody who's interested, and there's still more people that were interested, and there were people I was interested in getting, but it may or may not happen before I finish this up. But just working.
Okay. Okay. So we getting a little deep. Let's kind of rewind it a little bit. So NCC Records, you are the CEO of that.
Yes.
What does NCC stand for and represent? And how did it come about?
Well, it stands for North Carolina Commission. It started off in '99. Um, a lot of, you know, what I wanted to do um, was basically create a base of operations.
Your mic kind of went out a little bit.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Other headphones kicking. Um, Basically, what I wanted to do is create a base of operations for us to be able to, um, you know, the empire to be able to do our thing. It started years ago. You know, I kind of take it back to when I first started getting into the studio. I kind of wanted to do a talent show. I was doing other people's music, but I decided to do my own. Then we built this group called Omega Clan, which turned into the Empire. During that whole process, you know, we ended up having, you know, almost 32 members in that Omega Clan group, and we were doing shows around town, getting involved with the radio station, and you know, through all that, we got jerked around by managers and you know this, that, and the other, and kind of people fell off. You know, at the end of the day, we ended up having, you know, just three members: myself, my brother, and a cat named Fifth Letter. Um, you know, those ended up being the core of the empire. Through Fifth Letter, we met somebody else named Speak No E. Um, Before all that little bit came together, we were able to. I was going off to school, went off to college, and I learned about business, and mainly because of getting jerked around, having a chance to have a look from Warner Brothers. Um, you know, not knowing exactly what that meant, not knowing exactly all the business of the music business or just business period, I needed to learn all that. So when I came back, you know, I built this record label and set it up. So we had something that was
Uh,
official for us.
okay. Question. So you said you went back and did all that for business. Was it more so like so you could understand the business and like grow your group, or was it more so like I could learn this and I could pass it down to the youth, or like was it two in the same?
I could kind of, I didn't think about, you know, necessarily networking and finding out all these different things then. But it kind of became that, you know, I can learn this, I can set something up for us, and then, you know, as I learn more things, I can kind of pass it down from other people. Because I never, you know, feel like I learn everything or know everything. I always tell people, you know what I'm saying, that's why you need to network because you don't know everything. Everybody doesn't know everything, but somebody knows something. You know, everybody knows something. Um,
Yes, that's facts.
so it's just important to, you know, try to network with people and find out what they know, or how y'all can work together and try to build so that each of you can go further, faster.
I agree 100%. I like that answer too. So I'm a correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm assuming Empire Music is like the mother label, or
MCC Records, that's the mother label.
so like how did that come about, and like how does that like fit in with everything you have going on?
Well, it's just kind of the base of operations for everything, you know, the music, the film stuff I want to try to do, the, you know, any other venture kind of centers around that. That's kind of the foundation that we set for it.
Okay, so I was doing a little research on you, and you have a song called "Funky Technician."
No,
what basically what we were talking about, that probably came from um, one of the clips of you know,
Yeah. So that wasn't one of your projects.
no, basically what we were talking about at that time was a song by Lord Finesse from DITC, and
Oh,
that was one of his songs. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it kind of set the table for the whole DITC movement, and that's what we were talking about at that time.
okay. Yeah, I was listening to it. I was like, because I know you like more of an online personality, and I was like, hold on, does he have a song out? Like, let me find out.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I got the whole One Heartbeat Away out right now, and I have a song with Mickey Fax that I'm trying to push again, called "The Truth." So that's on all platforms.
Yeah, that's dope. Y'all go tap in with him and go tap in with them songs, like for real. I'm late, so I'm gonna go tap in with them after this interview too, cause yeah, I need to be in tune. So you are either you reside in Fayetteville or you are from Fayetteville.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm in favor. As I'm repping Toothpick, you know, uh, that's partially what the history of this documentary is going to be about. Definitely talking about the toothpick kind of heavy. Um, but yeah, we're touching, not only two six, but Greensboro, Raleigh, different artists from those areas as well, um, and trying to incorporate all that into, basically talking about the history of hip hop and the scene from, the beginning stages or the stages that people were talking about till now, and just talking about the growth and people's interactions with one another as artists and where they see the
Yeah,
scene,
yeah, that's
and definitely
dope.
trying to ask some questions. Like why hasn't there been more people you know rising to that next level? What do we need to do? How do we need to move and network, and what are people's feelings about those things?
Those are definitely questions that need to be asked. And just this timing, like right now, because I'm all about timing and like just how this interview came about, the timing of it. I'm not sure if you're familiar about what's going on. Like what I'm sure you are, like you know what I'm saying. But like what just happened today with the J. Cole situation, plus him being from Fayetteville, aka Vietnam, and you being, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like this is perfect. You was the perfect person to ask about this.
Yeah.
So first questions first. Have you ever uh either came across J. Cole or like someone in his camp?
Like I said, I've interviewed, his mentors basically, uh, Sylvie and Nervous Wreck from Bomb Shelter. That's the group he talked about a lot. I interviewed him, Sylvie. Uh, I had worked with him at one point. Um, rest in peace. He passed about a year ago under tragic circumstances. So,
Rest in peace.
just getting a chance to talk with them and talk about how they saw him come up and grow as an artist, and certain things they just never expected to see happen. Um, from him starting to rap as an artist to now, him doing the whole festival. So, that growth, is definitely big for the city as as well as the state. So,
Yeah, that's dope. Um from my point of view, like I've been listening to J. Cole since he first started. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from then to now. So I definitely witnessed that growth and experienced that growth, and that growth helped me grow. Like honestly, like he's in my mind, he's still number one, despite everything going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's still number one in my head. But like, besides Wayne, Wayne is number one. That's the GOAT. But like, He already out of here right now. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hurt this morning when I woke up, and I understand his point of view and I respect that shit. But as a fan, I was kind of disappointed. But I wanted to ask you your point of view on everything.
Well, I'll say as a man first, I understand trying to keep your peace. You know what I'm saying? I understand just not wanting to be in that space where it's just negative because we're not dealing with uh, the game as it was, you know, 10, 20, 30, even 40 years ago. You know, like you have people from outside who are commenting on what's going on. So now you have fanatics who know nothing about, you know, hip hop or the culture commenting on what's going on. And that takes it to a whole nother level. That, puts it in a real awkward space because you have those people, who can really affect the money, really affect how we move and affect how people, just talk about this as artists. You know, I'm a proponent of nobody should ever be censored as an artist. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to say what you say and stand on it. You shouldn't have other people critiquing it that are, not in your discipline, whatever your discipline is, be it an MC, be it a singer, be it a comedian, be it an actor. If your art is your art, you should be able to stand on that and tell your story the way you want to without other people from outside trying to put their personal spin on whatever's going on. Especially when now you got TMZ making comments about how, there was some, I guess, transphobic comments or something in the thesis. I really never picked that up. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I need these people to kind of stay over here to the side and not comment on, hip hop business, culture business. Um, as a MC, I'm kind of like you. I'm a little bit disappointed. I wanted to see and be a battle that kind of brought lyrics back to the forefront. It's already kind of coming back to the forefront. It doesn't allow for, a lot of people to kind of do the kind of stuff they've been doing. You know, it's, I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it. But, lyrics hadn't necessarily been at the forefront. They hadn't gone anywhere, but they hadn't been at the forefront. But they're kind of coming back a little bit with artists, you know, like Cole, like Kendrick, still pushing that as you have Griselda and Coach Contra and Same Old Gang and a couple, a few others, you know, still wanting lyrics and punchlines and metaphors to really be a part of what this hip hop game is supposed to be about. Um, but like I said, I understand him kind of stepping away and saying, "Look, I really don't. I'm not feeling it in my heart because it's not where I'm at." You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with that. But social media is going to social media. Internet's going to internet. So it kind of throws everything into a weird space where people can't deal with it in a real way.
But nah, I may be wrong on this. I honestly talked to my mom and my dad about this, and they both said the same thing. They both was in disagreement with me. But I was like, if J. Cole would have apologized, or not even apologized, but bowed out before he replied, cool. It was the fact that he replied, then did that. It was like, you see what I'm saying? It's like,
That's that kind of thing. Kind of throws things into
yeah,
a so it kind of adds to that.
yeah. But they both told me like, I'm saying as a man, he did what he was supposed to do. I'm saying he responded, but he felt bad and he apologized as a man supposed to do. I was like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, and moreover, like you said, it didn't just feel bad to him. It felt bad to the spirit. If you know
Yeah.
something on the side
Cool.
of you is tugging at you, you got to respond to that. You can't just go on and push through. It's always a reason why you responding like that.
Yeah. I think it was just me being a fan plus me being from North Carolina. It was like, you know what I'm saying? We rooting for J. Cole. Like, win, lose, or draw. Like, it's J. Cole, but I was just like, whew, it
You
hurt.
on the star work because I know I've seen both sides of this. You know, cats who just like, you know, Cole ain't doing this, Cole ain't doing that. Now they got another reason to talk trash. I'm just like, yo, we're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, that's fast. But we not about to make this no J. Cole interview, you know what I'm saying? We got you in the building. We got Mr. J in the building. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat too. We're gonna have a segment for y'all real soon. Y'all can tap in, ask Mr. J any questions y'all feel like I ain't asked them or any questions y'all just want to ask him. But yeah, going back to your documentary, you was actually at the Artist Block on November 18th, 2023, and you did a little segment there. Like, how did that go and how did you set that up? Like, what was all that about?
Like I said, I just wanted to do that you know, performance angle because I did a lot of interviews. Um, I had done a show originally. Um, it wasn't my show, but it was you know the event that kind of kicked the thing off in Sanford, and then I was at another event that was in New Bern as far as performances, but it was both of those weren't my events. So I wanted to do an actual performance event, kind of. If you ever seen the show, I kind of wanted it kind of be like that. You know, people just coming out, interviewing, performing. Um, you know, and I think it was what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Um, would have liked it to be even more massive, but you know, that's how the game goes when you also you know promote, when you also try to put shows together. Um, things don't go exactly to plan, but it was everything that it was supposed to be, and we got everybody interviewed that was supposed to be in the building, and I love the energy that was there, the love that was there, and I'm hoping to you know just be able to do another show, you know, in the Arts Block and in Greensboro because I seem to get a lot of you know love in Greensboro when I do things there.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but definitely tap in with Pete. We actually got an event at the Artist Block this Friday, April 12th. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tap in with Carmen, and you definitely set some stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Make something happen. But yeah, everybody in the chat, this is y'all time. We got Mr. J in the building. If y'all have any questions, it's y'all time. Don't go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? Nah, ask whatever you want. Let's go. Ask whatever you want. But while we waiting on them questions, who are your influences like in life, business wise? You know what I'm saying? Like who are your influences?
Definitely a lot of old school influences, you know, to start the foundation of because I think that you know I'm always continuously influenced by a lot of different you know artists that are on the scene. But the foundation definitely is like you know Ice Cube, Wu Tang, Snoop, KRS One. Um, those are kind of the influences that kind of push me to do what I do. Um, and like I said before, there's other people that I listen to, like Cole, like Kendrick, like Coast Contra, Griselda. You know, what I mean, those keep me inspired to keep writing. Um,
Uh, you gave me a couple artist names right there. Who is your top three? If you could name them, who is your top three?
top three MCs all time. Oh man, that's a difficult one. It's even outside of my influences. Like I think, you know, outside of my foundational influence. Like I think um, Rakim is definitely one because he kind of changed the game. You know, changed the way MCs rap. Period. Um, I think uh, Force the 5'9" is another. Um, and just to kind of go with, you know, somebody else who kind of influences me, uh, especially not only as a artist, you know, as a rapper or MC, but as a independent artist. Tech Nine is definitely another one.
Rakim, Royce the 5'9", and Tech Nine,
Mm-hmm.
and they all so like in their own lane. Like I like that. I like that. That's dope.
I think, you know, you want to be an individual. I mean, there's a lot of you know, a lot of surfers, you know, a lot of wave riders. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be. I keep telling people, you know, I don't want to be a wave or a wave rider. I'd rather be the ocean. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be, you know, because waves in the ocean go out in different directions. They affect the different coasts and different areas differently. So, you know, I'd rather be that type of artist. As far as business, um, it's definitely like Master P, uh, Barry Gordy, um, you know, Russell Simmons. I think, you know, those are the type of, you know, label people I would like to aspire to be like. You know, they kind of build and do their own thing. Especially, you know, Master P, he's probably been the first person to really diversify. Like, he was doing phones, he was doing shoes, he was doing movies, he was doing a lot of that before a lot of other people even got involved with that type of stuff. You know, branding and different merchandise, you know what I'm saying, before a lot of people even really thought of it. So, you know, but he never really gets his flowers when it comes to those types of things.
Yeah. Um, I'm familiar with Master P and Russell Simmons. I'm not too familiar with the second person you mentioned. Who was that again?
Barry Gordy,
Barry Gordon.
he was the uh, CEO or creator of Motown. You know,
Oh, okay.
um, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Jackson Five. You know, he was kind of the architect of, you know, black music. You know, and one of those people who really learned how to build records and create a following and create a brand before people even understood what a brand was. Um, you know, I mean, a lot of people kind of ride off of his back, and you know, that's one of the things I'm definitely about is going back and you know, learning the history of music, period, of a lot of things, because you know, when you stand on history, you kind of understand how to do things or get some, you know, inspiration from different things, and you really, you know, learn how to build something from the ground up.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Again, the floor is still open for anybody who has any questions. We got Mr. J in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody viewing. If y'all can, go ahead and share the live too. But Mr. J, I'm not sure if you're familiar with our OLP verses. It's basically I'm gonna ask you this artist or this artist, and you pick which one you prefer.
Okay.
So yeah. So the first one is going to be J. Cole versus Kendrick.
Well, you know, we gotta go with J. Cole, man. Gotta go with the home. Gotta go with the home. So, you know, with those two phenomenal artists, they're gonna be, you know, the tent poles of their era. So, regardless of what happens years from now, people want to reference them when they come back.
I agree 100%. All right. So the winner of that round was going to go to this next round. So J. Cole versus Drake.
Once again, it's J. Cole again, man. I think Drake. He's a phenomenal artist, but he's not an MC in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody can truly question your opinion, and that's kind of what set the stage for this whole battle, because really I believe Kendrick was going at Drake, and Cole just caught a stray. You know what I'm saying? So when people question your pen and they don't really respect you as an MC, and they may respect you as an artist, you know, it's hard to put you in that category with somebody like a J. Cole.
Yeah, it's definitely two different categories. And in my opinion, like you just said, long story short, J. Cole staying in his own lane. Like, he held it down. All right, we got Glorilla versus JT from the City Girls.
uh, uh, I'm gonna go with Glorilla. I think she's got a couple little, what I'm saying, little bars and little barbs, that I like, what I'm saying, from her joints. So I'm really waiting for her to mature as an artist and have more stuff to talk about than what she's talking about right now. Because if she becomes a real MC, she's gonna be dangerous, I think.
Honestly, I never thought that far into her career, but you make a good valid point. Cause like I feel like her music right now is like turn music, but I could see exactly what you're talking about. She dangerous, dangerous. All right, we got Lotto versus Ice Spice.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with this. I'm gonna have to go with Lotto. I'm not, come on, man. I got a song called Fart. Like, what are you talking about right now? Like, I don't know what to do with that. You're not, you know what I mean? You're barely a rapper to me, as far as I'm concerned. It's a little orphan Annie with the fatty. That's all I know. You know what I mean? That's all you got going for you. I don't know how long your career is gonna last on just that.
I went kind of easy at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of warm you up with like what's going on with the verses, but we about to turn it up a notch. We got DMX versus Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh man, I like X, but just off the personality, I'm gonna have to go with Old Dirty. I gotta go with Old Dirty. Just off the personality, like just the wildness of it.
I appreciate the honesty. Like I said, I was gonna switch it up real quick, you know what I'm saying? All right. We got Chris Brown versus Usher.
Well, I mean, Usher is the king of R&B right now. So until somebody else is able to fill those shoes and take the throne properly, that's who he is. So it's Usher or Ursher.
Usher, baby. All right. We got Will Smith versus LL Cool J. Not Mr. J, LL Cool J.
uh, I don't know. Is it before or after the slap? I don't.
Definitely before. Everything before the slap. The slap is irrelevant at this point. We going before the slap. Prime time Will and prime time LL.
I'm going with LL. Going with LL.
All right, and this next one is kind of just throw you off, see if you even familiar. We got SZA versus Tyler.
Mm.
Are you familiar with both artists?
Yeah, I'm familiar with both. I think I'm gonna go with SZA because Tyler is new. She's kind of, she's a little bit new. Um, so I like Tyler. She's got, that whole Afro beat wave. That's just something that's, amazing to me. Music from the motherland. It definitely sounds like Caribbean, but of course it would because that's the genesis of everything is Africa. So, but yeah, I agree with you.
All right, yeah, that's all the verses I have for you tonight, man. Dope
Nope.
answers. Like, again, I appreciate your honesty through all of them, because like some people be getting shaky. They're like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, do you have any last words for the people out there following you, your fans, the people out there like on the come up, you know what I'm saying? Probably wanting to do what you doing, but not really sure how to do it. Like, got any words for anybody out there?
Network, network. I mean, we definitely have to figure out how to deal with each other. I know there's been, well, at least where I'm at, there's been some little beefs and here and there about producers and promoters and venues and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to network with each other so you know how to deal with each other. And like I said, definitely network because nobody knows everything, but everybody knows something. So that's always the thing. I'm always ready for that.
That's deep. Somebody should put that on a shirt. Say it again. What you say?
Nobody knows everything, but everybody knows something. So
Whew!
I got to get on my grind and go put it on my merch. So uh,
That's
I
fast right
continue to
there.
say that. I continue to say that in every interview. You know, when I speak with people.
And let people know where to find you, where to follow you at again.
We're on Threads, NCC CEO, IG, NCC CEO, X, NCC Record Empire, Facebook, NCC Records The Empire, and www.empiremusic, music spelled MUSIQ.com. Please tap into that funder on the blog page. You can get an IMDb credit for supporting the film. We're still doing the fundraiser. Still gonna be out here doing things. I'm trying to wrap up the last interviews, hopefully within these next few months. So I'm hoping everybody will get a chance to see it and be a part of it. And one heartbeat away on all platforms. Please pick it up, stream it.
That's dope. And I actually have one last question to ask you before we head up out of here. Did you have a chance to experience the eclipse today?
I saw a little bit of out and about. You know what I'm saying? I was running around. Uh, I guess we didn't get the totality. We got barely a partial one.
We got 84%.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of it's kind of cool to see things look a little bit hazy, but it's not like New York or anybody where they were out there and it was pitch black. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely out there. I was like, it was kind of different. I was saying it felt weird. But yeah. But yeah, thank you again.
thank you for
It's
having
your
me
boy
on.
Lyriq here with OLP. We got Mr. J in the building. But thank you again for your time, for your knowledge that you presented today. You was dropping some gems for real. If y'all haven't already, y'all go tap in, y'all go follow him. And yeah, hopefully we can do this again in the future, man.
No doubt, definitely.
Until next time, we out.